Hello, everybody. My name is Scolastika. I'm an Nigerian trained nurse, but I live in Northern Ireland. So this house is a 4-bedroom apartment, and I'm paying just £500. Northern Ireland, we don't pay council tax. That is 2-0 now.
How often do you see Black people, Black community, and how strong? Because I heard it's like a whole army of Black community in Northern Ireland.
In Northern Ireland, we don't have a lot of Africans. So when we see our fellow African, we stop the person and like, oh, I'm from this country. Where are you from? So that is how the community starts. So we have this community of Africans and we rely on each other. We are interdependent on each other. So that is why people would think that the African community in Northern Ireland is like strong, but it was not really like that too. So when I first came to Northern Ireland, it was just me and one other African lady that was here. But now we have other Africans coming to this our area. So we have this kind of WhatsApp group that when you come, you say, okay, I'm new here. So about the kids, if you are going to school or you are going to work and you don't have anybody to leave your kids for, because we already have that community, you can just put it on the group chat and be like, I won't be available, so they can, anybody just help me watch my kids, I'll bring them to your house. I did that when I first came in. So some people, they were bringing their kids to my house to spend the night while they go to work. So that's the kind of community we have. But in Glasgow, you guys have Africans. Why am I even saying Glasgow? It's not as if you live in Glasgow. So it's as if you are shitting me now. You're shitting me on this point. Let's talk about your side. Let's talk about your side, Edinburgh. I've not been to Edinburgh, but I think you guys would still have maybe some Africans, but you won't be as close to those Africans as we are here in Northern Ireland.
That's the problem. So, you see, like I said, my first town, we were the only Black family. But you get loads of Africans in Edinburgh. I don't live in Edinburgh. I'm way over 45 minutes away from Edinburgh. In Edinburgh, you get them because of schools. We like to study. So you find Africans in Aberdeen, Glasgow, Edinburgh, places where there are universities. You will find loads because we are book addicts. We like to read. So you trust me on that. So you find them there. And recently, I've been seeing loads of Africans going about as agency nurses, agency carers, because they've come to do their masters or their dependents, and that's why you see them in Scotland. But luckily, where we moved to, in fact, the church I attend is 13 minutes away, and that's where I also work. That's the town I also work. And in my church is a Redeemed Christian Church of God, which originally is a Nigerian church.
Yeah.
So we have so many Black families, more than at least 30 Black families in that church. But unlike you said, we don't have this strong community. We don't have, in fact, there was a doctor, she works in my unit sometimes. So she messaged me on Instagram some days ago that she's trying to form African Caribbean WhatsApp group. And she was asking if I was interested. I'm like, that's fine, because we don't have such things. We are here, we are plenty, but we're not that close now from, except your friends. We don't, or maybe because I'm antisocial. I don't know. We don't have such.
I don't think so. I don't, because me too, I'm an introvert too. So it was even when I came here, I started like meeting up with other people. That was one reason why I even started a YouTube channel, so that I would not be this like into this share. Yeah. So I think I'm going to win this point here. We don't have a lot of Africans in Northern Ireland, but the Africans we have here,
they are strong,
like this. Yeah,
okay.
Very close together.
Okay. Let's give you, because even for the fact that we are plenty and we are not united, we are united, but we are not together. I don't think it's too good. So I'll give you the point, because that's a very good point.
Thank you.
That's a very good point. That brings us to our next point: racism, acceptance, and the feeling of belonging. How is it in Northern Ireland?
Perfect.
It's a strong word.
Seriously, I love Northern Ireland for that. Racism here, I've not really experienced any racism since I came. Maybe just subtle ones, but I've not really had anyone walk up to me and be like, go back to your country or something like that. So not even for Africans alone now. Other nationalities are very nice. When we first came in, we were like very few blacks. So it was just me and the other colleague I was talking about. And even when you're walking on the road, you see a lot of them. They'll just be waving at you like, "You, where did you come from? Do they speak English in Nigeria? Do you wear shoes in Nigeria?" Yeah, they are very curious. They want to know about you. So they are not judging you. They just want to know more about you. They are very nice. They are very open. Even when we go out now, you see, like, especially the old ones and maybe the little ones, they want to like play with your baby. Can I hold her? Can
Yes,
I
that's
touch
true.
her? But there are some places that they would not even want to come close to you. They will be looking at you like, oh, she's different from us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in Northern Ireland, I've never ever experienced anything like that. I feel the people here, they are very nice. Irish people are the nicest so far. Seriously.
I don't know
The
if they are nicer
nicest
than
people I've
Scottish
met so
people.
far.
I don't know if they are nicer than Scottish people, because Scottish people, they are really, or just say Scottish, they are really, really nice people. I'm not saying there are no
I
nasty
think
ones.
Irish people are nicer.
No.
They are nicer.
See, that one is my signature in Scotland. There's nobody. Although I've not seen people that move from Northern Ireland, but there's no single soul, even from the church, that moved from England that does not say, "Ha, I like Scotland."
Northern Ireland is very, very good for that. They are very
So
friendly, nice people.
Is draw. Trust me, Northern Scottish. In Scotland, there are so many lovely people. I've not faced any. Even my children. In fact, last Sunday they went back to our previous town to have a play date with their old friends. Like, they are that nice. They will talk to you. If you don't talk to them, they may not approach you. But once they're able to come close to you, they are really, really beautiful. They are really lovely. So it's draw. It's draw. Now,
okay, fine.
Now let's talk about the weather. See,
The
here,
weather.
something is telling me that I will lose, because we all know that in the whole UK, Scotland has the most rubbish bipolar 40. Scottish weather. Even we know. So if you want to be proud and tell us, how is your weather?
I was actually thinking I'll be the one to lose here.
I know I'm losing. I've taken the loss myself.
Okay, Northern Ireland is cold, like really cold. That's just thing. That's the thing. It rains. I think it rains more in Scotland than in Northern Ireland. But for the cold, the wind, oh my god, I hate that wind. The wind is the worst in Northern Ireland. It's at times you look as if the weather is good. The weather is not that cold, but just go outside, just step out. The wind wants to carry you away.
It's the same. Because I used to monitor both places. So we are colder. There's no time that we are not colder, even by 1 or 2 degrees. So we are the coldest, followed by Northern Ireland, and then I don't know about Wales, then England. We are cold.
I think I really want to visit Wales. Wales is the only place that I don't have information about.
I know. I need to find out about Wales. I have one person there, but I just need to find his contact. Yes, so Scotland is cold.
Northern Ireland is better.
Northern Ireland is better. After you have said it's cold.
When you said you guys are,
we have all the weather in the same day. We can have everything in the same day. Just like it can be raining. In fact, if you meet an average Scot, what they talk about is the weather. The first thing we talk about is, oh, hiya, how is the weather? It's so rubbish, it's so rainy. It's the weather. We're obsessed with weather. So our weather is bad. Weather, I agree. I've lost on that
if
one.
the weather is bad, then Northern Ireland's weather is better in a way, because I feel like the rain is not as much as in Scotland, but we have a lot of wind and the cold too.
We have wind as well. We have big wind. Wind that can even if you're driving, your car will do.
We have that kind of wind.
Yes.
That look as if you are going out of the road.
Yes.
Yeah, we have that kind of wind too.
All right. I've taken the loss. So
I think this is the only area where England is good.
Yes, England is good.
Their weather is very, very nice.
It's very nice.
That's the only thing I will give them.
That's true.
Oh, people living in England, don't come and finish me this video. People know.
I'm telling you. Okay, so let's quickly go to dependent jobs, having jobs, and we as let's say the main applicants, I don't know if you came with your husband or I don't know how it works for you, but let's say we, the main applicants, most of the time, we already got a job, we already have a job that we have to stay in, because we've got a contract. But then we are now left with our dependents to look for job. For Scotland, I will start by saying, if you want like a white collar job, office job, company job, you will find them, but it will take you more time. And then you may need to travel to city centers like Edinburgh, like those places where there are loads of offices. So getting those white collar jobs for dependents is not as available as it is in England, because I know in England there's loads of jobs for dependents. So how is it with Northern Ireland?
It's almost the same with Northern Ireland, seriously, because we don't have a lot of jobs here too. The jobs that you are going to find more available will be care assistant jobs.
Okay.
Care assistant, you register with an agency, or you work in the sales rep, or you work with McDonald's. Just any job that is going to give you minimum wage. That's the kind of jobs you'll find here. It's not really easy to like have a white collar job in Northern Ireland. It's not. My husband now is working. He has a white collar job in a way. He's a microbiologist, so he actually got this job when COVID came in. They needed a lot of workers then to come and be testing COVID samples. So that was how he got his job, and he's still doing that kind of job now. But before COVID came, there's no job that man did not do. Care assistant, ice cream factory, different jobs. He did different jobs just to get money.
But those jobs pay. But the thing is, they pay. Usually, if you're with agency, if you're a carer with agency, you get paid more. I always say that, but people don't believe.
You get paid, but
more than me.
Our African men, they don't really like this care assistant job.
I know.
They don't like it. If you tell them to go and be changing nappy, go and be no, they don't like it. They don't like care assistant jobs. So it's really hard. It will take like the ones that really want to put head down and say, okay, I'm ready to do anything to make money. For them to actually go and do that job. But others that still have this kind of ego that no, I'm
African mentality.
Exactly. I should not be doing a woman's job. I'm not going to do that kind of job. You go suffer.
Okay. So it's like the same. So it's like the same, yeah? Okay. I don't want it to be too long. So let's quickly talk about schools, because something is telling me that I'll get a point here.
I don't have a lot of points for schools, because I don't have kids.
But
I've not really researched anything about schools, so I'll give you that point.
Don't use that as an excuse. Don't use that as an excuse, because you have been there for over 3 years. So you have all this. So let's not talk about the age. We've talked about childcare. How easy is it? How cheap is it to get childcare, and then primary, secondary, university? Just in summary, whatever you can say, whatever, before I now start showing off.
Childcare. Many people here don't use childcare. We don't pay for childcare. Like what I said before, we have this community. Bring your children. I'll take care of them. You are going to work, no problem. I'll go and pick them from school for you. They'll stay in my house till you are ready to come and pick them up. So that's the kind of thing we have here. There's somebody that came in recently, and he didn't have a car yet, but the kids needed to go to school. So this other guy was going to his house every day to pick the kids, take them to school. At the end of the day, he will go back, pick them with his own kids too. So it was easier like that with his own kids. They'll go to his own house, because this other guy that just came in had to work care assistant job. So most times he's not around, and his wife is a nurse. She's working day shift. So these children, they'll stay together in this other guy's house until one of them is available to come and pick them up.
Wow.
Yeah, so we don't really spend a lot of money on childcare here. We don't.
Wow, that's impressive, because then for me here, since I've been in this country, except now that I told you that there are Black community in my church, my pastor's wife has offered one day, like, she's like, if you need to go out at any time, just don't worry, bring your children. But for us, I've never ever kept my children with anybody. But I think mainly because my husband works opposite my shift. I work around my husband's shift. So whenever I'm working, he's not working. So that's how we've been managing. But see, that one that you go and drop children somewhere, I don't
No,
think
I've
it will
not even
work.
thought of it, because now that I'm going to work, my manager is actually trying to say, have you thought of childcare? Like
Yeah.
somebody to come and stay with your baby while
Yeah.
you sleep. And I'm like, that is not even an option. Before I even thought of going back to work, somebody else that lives in Belfast already sent me a message that if you want to go to work and you need somebody to
Wow.
take care of your child, you can bring her. Oh. I was like, no, she's still too young. 6 months. No, she's too young. But this,
Wow.
a Nigerian nurse too, she was willing, like, don't worry, just bring her. And then I'm looking at the distance. I will not drive all the way to Belfast and then start coming back. No,
That's
there's no
true.
point in doing that. But there are a lot of people available here in Northern Ireland that will gladly watch your kids for you while you're away. So
That's a
I'm
very
winning
big
that
point.
point.
That's a very big point because childcare is extremely expensive. It's not something mine I cannot afford because I have 3 children. It's not something I can afford, except I will not work again, you know. So that is a very valid point, and that's good. But see where I will win is this. I know we don't have children in university, but as far as I've researched, and I know, and I'm sure, I know your universities, people pay for school fees. Don't they pay for school fees?
Yes, they do
Thousands
for
so.
universities. Wait, are
Thousands
you
so.
saying they don't pay for
Wait, oh,
investing?
wait, let me land my own winning point.
Okay. Okay.
You pay thousands. If you convert it to Nigerian money, it's millions.
That's true.
It's millions. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, in Scotland, when you live in and reside in Scotland for at least the last 3 years before you apply for university, do you know that you don't pay?
Wait. You don't pay anything at all.
See, you're going to pay something, but SSP, I have forgotten to check the full meaning of that thing. They will pay it. The video I made a video with Tola. I forgot to mention. Somebody came under my comment and said, Gloria, you forgot to state that university is free in Scotland if you've lived 3 years. So I would have moved to Northern Ireland. But when I think about this, I'm like, I have 3 children. So far, so good. If I calculate their university money, see all those money I'm saving on council tax in Northern Ireland and saving on house, you know, I can use it to chook it and settle university. So if you've lived 3 years in Scotland continuously before you apply for your first degree, not second one, not like you've got one before you go and do extra, your first degree is going to be free.
Okay, we have something like that here, but it's not free. If
It's
you've
not free.
lived in Northern Ireland for like 3 years before, then when you go to school, you pay just the home school fees. So you don't need to pay international school fees.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
pay
the,
the whole,
that's
which
the
is
only
very
benefit.
cheaper. It's way
Yeah,
cheaper.
you pay, but you will still pay. You still pay school fees, just that you're not paying the international school fees. But our primary school, secondary school, all those ones are free.
It's same.
I know.
Is free now. The whole UK is not free. So that is where I'm winning.
I know, that's why I was like, well, I know this one will not give me any points. But let me just say it so that you know that there's still something free in my side.
There's something free. Oh, goodness. So, I'm not going to go to other questions. So I will not start losing all those points I've gathered.
See, you are going to get a point for religion, seriously, because see, look at me now, I'm just coming from church, and this is the church that I left my house since morning. We don't have any African church close to me. I have to drive all the way, at times go to Belfast or go to Coleraine. That's almost like 40 minutes, 30 minutes away just to go to church. And then after closing, I have to drive that distance back again. So when you think of that, to even go to church will even tire you. You just be like, let me connect online. Let me just watch the sermon online. And I don't really enjoy that. So you are going to get a point for that. You get a point for that. You guys have African churches in Scotland.
I have Redeem 30 minutes away from me. And before, even that Redeem was in this town, but then they bought their own building, and it's not even a big deal because that's where I also work. So just 30 minutes drive. Redeem Christian Church of God, and they are everywhere.
That's what. See, I'm not forced to attend Redeem. I attend Winners. Yeah, I attend Winners, but we don't have Winners in Northern Ireland. And I've complained about this. Even when I went to Scotland, I told the pastor too. We don't have Winners in Northern Ireland. You guys should come and open a church here. So for now, I have to attend Redeem. because that's the closest African church here. Now they want to start Winners, and then they want me to open Winners. Do I look like a pastor?
I want to open Winners.
I don't want to start the church. Let them just allocate somebody to come and start Winners Church here. I will gladly attend.
Support.
But the distance. Redeem and Winners, they are very close anyway. So it's almost like the same thing. But
that's true.
The distance is a discouraging factor. Even now that I came back, my mom is even saying that the distance to church is far. You're not sure you start going to a Igbo church around here. But the feeling is not the same.
It's not. I've been.
It's not the same at all.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Hey, so with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. Like Scolastika that is going to confuse you to move to Northern Ireland. I hope I've been able to convince you to move to Scotland.
Don't move to Scotland, move to Northern Ireland. But you guys in the comment section will choose who won this battle.
I'm telling you. Something is telling me that I have not lost so much. I was thinking I was going to lose like woefully. I was thinking I've lost.
No, you've not. It's almost like a draw.
It's almost like
a draw, yeah.
Oh wow, thank you so much for chatting with me. See, things like just as if we're just chatting, it's so interesting and I've enjoyed it. I've learned a lot as well, and I hope this video helped people. Please see, before we go, I was supposed to say this at the beginning. She has a YouTube channel. If you don't go and tell her that you're from Glory, how will she know that we have people too? Just like going for wedding, and if you don't have people behind you, please go to her channel. That's the name of her channel as well, Scolastika, yes?
Yeah.
Please go to her YouTube channel. I'll be leaving the link in the description box. And we're going to record her own video just after this video. Go and watch that video. And please tell her that you're from Gloria so that she will know that we have people. Try this. If you're in Scotland, go and represent. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for coming. In fact, I've really enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking your time to come. I hope we'll see you again. We have more videos to talk about though, because this battle is not over.
I know, it's not over.
I will be bringing you back if you don't mind. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate chatting with you. Anything you want to say before we end it?
No, I think that should be everything. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Oh no, I'm more honored. Thank you so much, and I will see you in. Please subscribe to this channel before you go. Thank you. See you later. Bye.